Good morning, and it is a very good morning as we are in the Bahamas at Princess Cays, Princess Cruise Line's private island. I go by the legend, joined by my wonderful girlfriend Molly. In this video, we're going to show you all around Princess Cays. Everything there is to do, the beaches, the food, the bars. Let's go check out the island. And here you can see the main beach area at Princess Cays. Something we like to do at the private islands is when you get off the ship, try to go far down. You get a little bit more room to yourself. And also, like the lifeguard shack kind of things they have here, those are really cool. There is no shortage of loungers here at Princess Cays, which is good. You definitely don't have to fight we're on. Although the ship we're on is not particularly busy. One thing I like is that some of the loungers are in the shade, which if you need a break from the sun, try and get one of those. As you get to the far left side of the island, this is where you'll find the main area for snorkeling. There's also a little boardwalk type area, but you can see these people here. It's going to be more of a rocky area in which the snorkeling would be the best. Obviously, if you get down this far, it's not very beachy down here. It's very rocky, and that, so you wouldn't want to like lie around over here, but you would want to go snorkeling. And here's the view from the end of that pier. If you don't want to go snorkeling, it's a good place just to come and look and try to see some tropical fish, because they do hang out over here. And also really good spot to come and get pictures of your cruise ship. On this cruise, we're on the Emerald Princess. Pretty good view of her. Towards the end of the beach, they do have an observation platform. Let's go check out the view from the top. And here is the view from the top of that observation platform. Be forewarned, it is pretty steep once you get to the last section of stairs. It kind of feels more like a ladder than stairs. But it does give you a nice view. Just over like the level of the little shade structure kind of things. Depending on which way the ship floats, you can get a good view of the ship from up here. But not at the moment. Still worth coming on up. Now, Princess Cays is more of an adult private island stop, but they do have this really nice playground for kids, along with a kids pool. So if you do have little ones, you're probably going to be spending quite a bit of time in here. At this station here, you could rent floaties. Now it's $9.99 to rent these, which is not bad at all. No. You get your choice of like the lie-down mat, or I like these. Those seem very me. You sit in them, and most importantly, they have a drink holder for your beverage of choice. Yeah. That seems like ultimate private island relaxation right there. One activity you could choose to do is rent some watercraft. They have a whole bunch. They've got like paddle boats for 2 people, or over there they got paddle boats for 4 people. You've got some ocean kayaks. What would easily be the most fun, the Sea-Doos. Some giant aqua tricycles, stand-up paddle boarding, and then like a small sailboat you can rent as well. Not sure the pricing on these, but they're here if you want them. Here's another really interesting thing you can rent. These are called sea sleds. So it's kind of like your own mini glass bottom boat. So if you want to do snorkeling, but you're not a very good swimmer, or you want to do it more relaxed, very, very interesting concept. A very popular thing to do and a very expensive thing to do is to rent a little Cabana Bungalow here. They're very colorful, they're very small. There's different areas of them. And it looks like they're all named after like different types of plants and fruits. And they're very colorful. Down all the way at the far end is the Sanctuary Bungalows, and that's open to, if you've got a Sanctuary pass on the boat, you can go in there. I think there's more cabanas down that way as well. And we're not paying for that, so this is as close as we are getting.
We're not part of that.
Cool loungers right outside though. That would be a neat spot. Another thing you can rent are these big clamshells. All right, let's talk a little bit about the bars here on Princess Cays. Multiple cruise lines do come here. So if you're on Princess Cruise Line, your beverage plan will work on the island. If you are on Carnival Cruise Line, your beverage plan will not work on the island. The bars, some of them do have a menu. They start out with a bunch of beers, and as things go on, you are on an island in the middle of the Bahamas, so they might run out of some beers. Like they had a colic beer made here in the Bahamas earlier, had a couple of those while hanging out in the ocean. That was wonderful. But right now, they're all out, so I'm drinking a nice tropical cocktail. Now, Princess Cays is a water shuttle port, so you have to get on a smaller water shuttle boat from your cruise ship and get over towards there. It does give there's some cool parts about it, like you get some really, really great views, but the process could be kind of slow, depending on what time you kind of get on your water shuttle, if you're the first person on, the last person on, that kind of thing. And some days, if there's rough seas, it could get a little wild on these smaller boats. The Sands bar is very popular. Sands is a Bahamian beer, and it's probably popular because it's the first one you get to, and there's a band. One of the more wild excursions they offer here at Princess Cays is a Stingray Encounter. So in this closed off lagoon here, there's a whole bunch of stingrays, and you get to go in there and meet some stingrays. I'm not sure if it's running right now though, so I don't know any pricing on this one. But that'll be fun. The major dining establishment here on Princess Cays is Grill Crazy, which is on the left side of the island. And we're going to show you what's for lunch. Lunch here on the island starts out with garden stuff. So lettuce, cucumbers, pickles, coleslaw, show me potato salad, corn salad. Then you get the bun and cheese for some burgers and dogs. You get some burgers, hot dogs, beef bratwurst, knockwurst, chicken burgers, barbecue smoked chicken, barbecue pork spare ribs, a fish of the day, and baked beans. There's going to be some drink stations over here as well. For dessert, they do have some chocolate chip cookies, chocolate brownies, peanut butter cookies, and banana bread. So this is really, really nice. They have a whole selection of fresh fruit. So you got watermelon and pineapple, more pineapple, more watermelon, and cantaloupe maybe, and then bananas and apples and stuff. Honeydew.
Yeah, honeydew.
Honeydew. The island is home to some local vendors as well, so if you want anything from hats to totems to beach bags and stuff like that, you can also get your hair braided over here. Now, I believe these are cash operations as well, since they're local vendors. So be sure to bring some money if you want to do some of this stuff. Now, if you're pasty pale like I am, this is a very important booth for you. If you forgot your sunscreen, they sell a whole bunch of it. They also sell like toys for kids and snorkel gear. There's not a ton of wildlife here on Princess Cays. There are a couple of interesting species of birds, like this very little bird over here. Also, right by the Sands bar with the band, they've got these interesting kind of shade structures with sand that just is surrounded by concrete. As you're walking along the pathway, you might see this house and wondering, like, what is that? That is where the caretaker of the island lives. So one thing we did that I would recommend, you see Molly floating in the ocean there, we bought these aqua hammock things on Amazon. They were 2 for $10, and we've been hanging out in the ocean and drinking beers in them. It's been super relaxing, so if you come on one of these private islands, pretty good idea. Let's check out the Bahama Treasure Store, which is authentic made Bahamian products, which is good for us. Like, our cruise is, it's 3 days, and this is our only stop, so we don't really go to Nassau or anything like that. Let's head on inside and see what kind of stuff they're selling, see if this is air conditioned. All right, you've got Christmas ornaments.
Which makes sense, it's Christmas time.
I do like, some of them are pretty nice. Like, I like the Mr. and Mrs. Claus at Princess Cays one. And some of those are very fancy as well. Oh, I like that. The home is where the anchor drops. Got some jewelry in here, some higher end jewelry. Beach bags. Right by where you would board and get off the water shuttles is the main gift shop here at Princess Cays. Let's go check out the merch. You do have a lot of koozies right here.
That's smart.
It is. And a lot of them do say Eleutheria, Bahamas, which is the name of the island that we are on.
Yes.
Princess Cays is just this little section of it. They do have a lot of really, really nice picture frames, so if the cruise ship photographer came by and took a good picture of you, either on the ship or the island, you can put it in one of these. And all the picture frames say Princess Cays on it. We are visiting Princess Cays in November, so Christmas is right around the corner, and they have a whole bunch of Princess Cays ornaments. Molly, you like Santa here.
Yeah, I do.
A little lounger, and there's a nice happy Christmassy turtle. The main gift shop does sell a lot of waterproof pouches for cell phones, which will be very important. They also do sell various floaties as well, for mostly looks like for kids. And then lots and lots of clothes, kind of like beachy lady dresses. This is the whole corner of the store. In this section of the store, you do have many Aloha shirts, which are always a good time, as well as some souvenir t-shirts. And the souvenir t-shirts do say Princess Key on it. If you come over to Princess Key and you destroy your own flip-flops, well, you could buy plenty of them here.
Fun fact, that happened once.
It did. It was my fault. And her flip-flop. She was mad. They even sell Princess Key's oven mitts. And then a whole bunch of things like souvenir plates and stuff like that. Even like a kind of a Princess Key tiki mug. All right, and here's a map of Princess Cays. Your boat comes in right here. There's that little section to the right with the basketball hoops, and then your main section over here on the left. Now, when most people get off the water shuttle, they go left to the larger section of the island, but you can also go right and follow the boardwalk this way. That's what we're going to show you next. So if you want a little bit of a quieter beach experience, head over to the right. There are a couple more excursions you could do, like the glass bottom boat or the snorkel boat. Quick look at that much quieter right side of the island. You can see there's not many people here. The beach is very beautiful. Might have been operating earlier in the day, but they run pretty limited hours. There is a secondary grill barbecue restaurant over here.
I think they were, because
yeah, we saw the chefs and stuff going backwards. We've been here on days where it's a very full boat and the main buffet has a giant line. If that's the case, I would definitely come over here to the Sea Breeze Grill. This side of the island also has a couple different like food four-wheelers kind of thing. So this one is a taco truck, and this one is a beach blanket wraps. One last shot over here on the right side of the island. There is a sand volleyball court as well as a basketball court, and you can tell it is much mellower over here. Get a little bit of a different vibe too. Like you got some big trees with loungers underneath.
Yeah, we've definitely stayed in one of the loungers underneath the trees.
Yes, we did. I believe that was, we were on Carnival Cruise Line, where the beverage plan did not work, so we got a couple of beers while on the boat, on the beverage plan, put them in our cooler, and drank them over there. You're probably not allowed, but we did it anyway. Same idea, like Carnival allows you to bring 2 bottles of wine on board the ship, toss them in a cooler, go hang out over there where there's no people, and you can do that. Also, there's some cool nature-y kind of stuff too. Like, you could walk all the way out there and really just kind of be by yourself, ship in the background, in the Bahamas, and it's super duper relaxing. And that'll do it for our time here on Princess Cays, Princess Cruise Line's private island here in the Bahamas. And as you could tell from this shot, it is just a kind of like an alcove, as they don't own the entire island. The entire island is very, very big. In fact, the Walt Disney Company in the past couple of years, they actually bought their own alcove on the island. It's going to be located over on the other side, as that cruise line is almost doubling in size, so they need another private beach type destination. I believe that's going to be called Lighthouse Point. But we are mostly talking here about Princess Cays. I had a wonderful day.
Yeah,
I loved it.
It was great.
It was a blast hanging on the water. That little aqua hammock thing we bought from Amazon, drinking a whole bunch of beer.
Definitely recommend it.
Yeah. And the private island days is always my favorite day of the cruise ship, and Princess Cays, it's not going to be one of my favorite private islands, but it still will be my favorite day of this 3-day cruise, I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and you could rent so much stuff and go on all these adventures, and if you wanted to spend more money, you could spend tons of money on cabanas and kayaks and jet skis and that kind of thing.
And the fact that we're on Princess and the beverage plan works.
Yes, obviously if you're on Carnival, it does not, and I would suggest, you know, maybe bring your own wine on and sneaking it, especially on the far side. But I also love that, you know, you could have that remote experience on this private island. Like if you go far down to the right, you'll be the only person walking on this beautiful, pristine beach. And so that'll pretty much do it for our time here at Princess Cays. If you have any questions about Princess Cays, let us know in the comment section below. We'll do our best to get back to you. And thank you very much for watching this video.